All right, it's been a little while since I played this game. I'm rusty, and been reminded of that fact actually when I received a question about screenshots the other night. And so, anyway, as I'm eventually going to be gearing up to do the next season of this long term project, anyway, the 1969 season, I thought what I would do here is some single. Just like a single goal sudden death exhibition. I might not even change lines. Just going to kind of go through, explain, and see if there's anything that I no longer recall how to do. Although keep in mind that this is a game that I've played enough that I do have some of my own modifications and simplifications for the game. Where I might differ from what's in the rule book, I'll try to point that out. Again, I'll try to stamp this video, and I don't think I'm going to upload it right away. But I just finished playing a quick game of dog hockey, and just really kind of in the mood. 'Cause actually, I had these cards out last night as well and was looking at them, and it's just it's time. So for the 68 project, the two teams that met in the final, appropriately, their logos are right there, were the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins. And Bernie Pront I had in goal for Toronto. This, of course, is not the official rosters of the 68-69 season, but rather some redrafted rosters. There are no expansion six teams. They've basically, those best of the expansion team players have gone back into stacking the original six teams players as well. And should this progress into the 70s and 80s and beyond, these teams are going to be so ridiculously stacked that I don't even know. It's already kind of like there are some undrafted players in the 69 season that would be good enough to play in this league. So I guess they're waiting for guys to get hurt. Anyway, so this I'm going to have Doug Favell playing for Boston because, again, he figured into it in 68 and he had a really good playoff playing for Boston. And one of those games, Toronto outshot Boston like 55-16 in regulation, or in the regulation plus overtime, whatever it was. And Boston won that game 2-1 in overtime. So it was just Boston's season in 68 and my reimagination of the modern era, as I call it in Delphi. And so yeah, again, I want to do like some single goal sudden death exhibition. I've already been gabbering here for 2.5 minutes, so this is how I play hockey bones. And already I'm like looking around. I don't have the puck because this is a game that I would normally use a marker for a puck. I'm not going to keep time. Again, I'm just going to play until there's a goal scored. And so normally when you play the game, you would roll and move time. But we're going to get things started off here. We get a 310 for the face-off for the draw 310. And so I look here, that's going to be won by, well, actually, I got to look at the face-off rating. So Almond and Esposito both have an A. But the 310 on the face-off chart, the face-off table that you get in the game chart with the game, it does say their left wing, and it is not orange. It is just black. So that means it's going to go to the left wing of the home team, John Busick here, with possession off the draw. And that's going to be a 3-4. Yes, I'm rolling carefully. It's not early here. So with the 3-4 there, the H9, the home 9. So I'm going to look at, and my setup's a little different. Again, not only do I have kind of my own ways of playing it, I have a bit of a different setup. This is just so that I can shift and move and change lines more easily. So what I have here, again, the 3-4 for Busick, that's going to be an H9 on his card. So they are at home, so I don't have to treat that as an interception. What I have to do, Busick is the left wing, so I have to look here to the team defense here, and that adds up to 8, but this is an H9 for Busick, so there will actually be a shot on goal here for Busick. Watch him fool Perrant and this be a goal. No, okay, so the 5'11", that's not going to be in range anyway. And in fact, it would not be blocked because Barclay Plager doesn't have to be block rating. So the shot does get through. Perrant will make the save. We'll roll here for the rebound. It's going to be a routine save for Bernie Perrant. 4-5 on Perrant's card means as well that they've controlled the rebound. It will go to the aforementioned Barclay Plager. And so Toronto here with it now. The 6-7 here for Plager. And the 6-7, the PF3. So I'm looking here, and I got a question about this as well. So only 2 forecheckers Plager with the PF3 will be able to pass it to the player indicated here in the red because we're playing even strength. So that's going to be the right defenseman. Plager has sailed it across to Tim Horton. And so Horton, he rolls a 5-3. I know that's a little tilted. But again, this is just exhibition stuff, not too serious. So the P1, now I have to look at Boston's intimidation with the 2 intimidation pairs there. And again, Ed Van Imp, I don't think he was on Boston ever, but certainly, I mean, he was Flyers player there in '69. So he just figures into my story again. There is no Philadelphia Flyers in my long term replay here for the Eternal Six as opposed to the original six. So anyway, Horton's been knocked off the puck. This again is a red six. It's going to go to the greatest hockey player of all time, Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr here with the 2-4, and Orr here with the 7. So I'm looking here now. Orr, the left defense from right, so I have to come to the right side. So 4, 6, 8. I always just do this -1. Like 2 is not. I guess I can look at the adjusted center rating here. Yeah, a 1 or a 2 equals 1 here for that. So for the adjusted, and so 7 and 7, it's equal to or greater than. So Bobby Orr will have a shot on Bernie Perron here. This will be second shot of the game, and look at that, Bobby Orr putting one in range on Bernie Perron. So we go over to Perron's card to see if Perron with the 1-4 Bernie Perron has made a huge save, and the rebound is going to go to left wing. So Paul Henderson, Bernie Perron there stood on his head. Bobby Orr tried to sneak one by him there before he fully warmed up. 4-8 here for Paul Henderson. 4-8 for Henderson. And do I injure Paul Henderson? I'm just going to overlook that, treat it as an icing, have another face-off roll here. And so 1-5 there in that roll. That's Orange C, so Norm Allman now with possession. Allman here with the 3-10. And the 3-10 there, the 8. So we look here, we have a 10, but we have to take 2 away from that, so 8. So again, and there's no shadow or anything in Esposito's card. God, he's got a good card though. 126 points that season he had. When you think about it, nobody even had 100. It's overshadowed by Gretzky a decade later, but Esposito really a decade before Gretzky blew point scoring into the stratosphere. Anyway, so off the soapbox, and Norm Allman, he won the draw there. And so, wait, the 310, is that the follow-up roll? Yes, it is. So 310 there in Norm Allman's card. Oh, right, the 8. Oh, my goodness. So Allman with a shot on goal. Wow, after all that. So Allman here, 5-6. That's not going to be in range to Doug Favell. We go here with a 4-7 for Favell. And Favell is going to hold on to it. It's going to be another face-off here. So again, just doing real careful, real casual play. No line changes or anything. 6-8 on the draw. That goes to left wing. Visitor left wing there, Paul Henderson. Henderson with a 1-4. Henderson with a 1-4 and a 13. That's going to be shot automatically for Henderson with a 1-8 on the shot. That's again in Henderson's range. Over to Doug Favell. We look again. He doesn't have quite the same good card there in 69 as he did in 68. Favell with a 6-3, and there you go. So this game, I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't drag on too long. So we get a video here in just under 10 minutes. And you get a really good, I don't know if I should say really good, but you get a rough, hopefully good idea loosely of the flow of this game. Now keep in mind, again, I was cheating. I wasn't moving time or anything like that. But I mean, we had, I guess we had a potential injury that I overlooked. Other than that, though, we had just a couple of face-offs, few face-offs, shot on goal. The PF came up at one point, but they didn't have enough forecheckers, and it was a PF3, I believe, on Plager's or Horton's card. Could go back and double-check. And we had actually shot in range from Bobby Orr on Bernie Perron, but Perron was able to make the save. And with the rebound here, and again, as well, these are the classic cards and not the new look cards. That went to the left wing in Toronto. They're similar enough, though, the classic and the new look cards. Just the newer ones are a little easier to read with fewer asterisks on them, and just maybe a little more efficient or streamlined or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to get back into the swing of things, and again, I still get stuff, even when I'm not playing Bones actively. This seems to be one of the games that I still get some questions and emails about from time to time, and so I thought I would come back even at this late hour. Again, I had the cards out last night, and I almost did this, so I thought tonight I have to at least touch them and roll the dice and just start thinking again about the blue and the 2 white and the red and just how everything comes together and Hockey Bones Magic. So this is my favorite hockey game. So anyway, bye for now.